Hello and welcome back to another Final Table commentary. If at any point in time you find yourself not caring for the commentary, there'll be a link in the description down below to the video and BCP Poker Replay's YouTube account. So if you choose to do so, you can check out the action in some silence. With that being said, let's hop on into it. We got a 530 from WCOOP 2022. We got no tilt on the final table. Oh, let's turn the sound down. That's a little too loud. Boopity boo. Let's see what it's looking like over here. Hey Frank. Hopefully that's not too loud. I think we could turn it down just a little bit more. You know, we should have got that shit figured out earlier, but that doesn't matter. Mama. With a jack and a 10, we'll go for the open face, the all in, and have to fold. We got Robin Ho on the final table. We got Porter Adrian. We got Dex, Bakes, Fight Back, Denman, and Malika style. Doobity doo. Denman in the big blind with an ace and a 3. That's not going to matter as Robin Ho's all in facing the open from poor Adrian's jack 9 suited. 16 blinds to call. Poor Adrian of course will find the fold. Ooh, but then they wake up with a couple of kings. No tilt with a couple of 6s. Robin Ho with the queen 10 suited. Could just see a fold from Robin Ho, and we do. No tilt as well. Could just lay this one down. They could also rip it all in. They could wait for a few ladders. They got a few options here. They do find the fold. We see both the 6s dead in the blinds. Great timing by no tilt. No action for poor Adrian. Doobity-doo. Malika with an ace and a 9 in the big... Or that's not the big blind. That's the cutoff. What the hell's wrong with me? Ace 7 for Bakes in the big blind. We're both suited and booted. Let's go to the flop dealer. King 6-3 brings no flush draw for nobody. Malika will still put in the big blind bet. And the bet gets through. Couple of 6s for Pora. Surely we'll go for the open with the big stack under the gun. We see a king jack suited for Denman fold. Fight back with a couple of 10s in a weird spot. They're going to play call. Dex in the big line with an ace and a 2. Probably going to let this one go, and they do. King queen 3 flop goes check. And then what do we do with 10s? Could go for a little protection bet. We could also just check it back. Fight back goes for the little protection bet. And poor Adrian says, I don't know what to do here. Let me think this one through. I would love to see a check raise. Turn your 6s into a bluff. Not this time. 7 on the turn. I mean, there's no real good reason for the 6s to turn themselves into a bluff. I just wanted to see it, you know? Like it wasn't expected or anything. Poor Adrian's not a fish. I just wanted to see some action. 1.5 big blind bets on the river. That's not going to work. Fight back will find the call. And scoop a nice pot. Surely we call. The bet's just too small. Blinds do go on up. Fight back ties up themselves with poor Adrian. I suppose Pora has one more big blind. They might get a walk here. Dex with 5-2 suited could come along to the flop. They do play call. Jack 9-8 flop. Pretty well locked up for Pora. Dex with the backdoor flush draw. I suppose a 6 also gets the job done now for them. 7 on the turn. That's 2 pairs. A 1-liner to a 10. Poor Adrian will bet a big blind and take the pot. Ace jack suited for mama. Ace and a queen for fight back. Bakes with a couple of 4s will probably let them go facing whatever action comes their way. We see a 3-bet ski and mama finds the nice fold. Couple of 3s for Denman. We'll see if he dunks it in. Being the short stack, he very well could. Nope, just gonna find the fold. Dex with a king and a 9 in the cutoff. We'll go for the open. Poor Adrian with a king queen suited. We would love to see a 3-bet here. They're just gonna jam it all in, and this will certainly buy the pot. Boppity bop. You know what? I think we gotta turn this volume down just a little bit more. Queen jack for Denman. 11 big blinds. We'll go for the open. Ooh, I like this. 9-9 for fight back will fold. And the open gets through. Nicely done by Denman. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Ace and a king for mama. They'll go for the open Malika style with an ace and a deuce in the big blind. Don't go for the 3-bet all in. Uh-oh. Longer we tank, the more likely it's going to happen. Okay, a non-all-in 3-bet. 5.5 blinds. Mama will jam it all in. And Malika will quickly fold. Doobity-doo-doo-doo-doo. Dex with a king and a 4. I don't know why I thought he's going to open it, but he is going to find the open. I thought I was going to hit the muck. My brain went through like 13 different options there in like 2 seconds. Mama with the ace and the queen will play call. Malika with the ace and the king. Likely to rip it all in. Doobity-doo, the king 4, bloating the pot. Saving mama. Hopefully. Malika will go for the 3-bet non-all in, but it will save mama. They're just going to fold the ace queen. Had it folded to mama, I bet you they go for the open. Malika goes for the 3-bet, and the 3-bet gets called. That's my guess. Maybe mama just folds. Ace and a 4 for mama. They'll go for the open, fight back with the king and a jack in the big blind. 10-4-3 flop. Interesting flop. Fight back with the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draws. 2 overcards will surely come along to the turn here. We could go for a check raise. We're just going to go for the check fold. What the fuck? Somebody let me know what's going on there. Do we just want to preserve chips? That would make some sense. We aren't playing super deep. King jack, backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Boppity boo, I thought we were going to go to the turn there. Denman with a couple of jacks will rip it all in, I think. They could go for the min open. They do find the min open. Bakes with 3s in the big blind. Do we just fold? I've got no idea what to do here with the 3-3. We could call. Jamming feels weird. But I got no idea. If we jam, we're flipping a lot. Could get us back in the game. You know what? I like the call here by Bakes. Jack 6-5 flop. Would like to see a check back by Denman. He goes for the 1 big blind bet. And that's probably going to get the job done. Board's just a little bit too wet to give off a free turn. That makes sense. No tilt with a couple of 4s and 12 big blinds. Could pass on the spot. Could rip it all in. They're going to fold. Gotta say, they got a very, very nice kitty picture. Big fan of the cats. Fight back with an 8 and a 6 is just going to let Dex get a free walk there. Poor Adrian in the big blind with an ace and a queen. Mama with an ace and a 9. Early position is going to go for the open still. We're not suited. That don't matter for mama. Poor Adrian with the big stack. We'll see how they fight back. They play call 9-3-2 flop. Good news for mama. Poor still has 2 overs. The backdoor flush draw. Can't fold to the small bet on the flop, surely. 7 on the turn. That's no help for poor Adrian. Mama will go for another bet, and it's quite large. 7 blinds on the turn. Do we find another call here with the ace queen? Weird spot. Poor Adrian does say let's just let it go. The bet is a little bit too large to continue, I suppose. Queen 10 suited for mama will go for the open. Fight back with a couple of 6s. We'll let them go. Dex with an ace and a 2 of the same suit. Would like to see a small 3-bet here. I just don't think it's going to come in. Robin Ho with a couple of 3s in the big blind. Might come along to the flop, and we're going to flop a frickin' set. Mama's got the open-ended straight draw looking for an ace or a 9. No diamond for him out there. Robin Ho licking their lips. Sees a very small bet on the flop. The board's super dry. We're going to play call. 5 of diamonds on the turn, completing the rainbow. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Now the question is, what do we do on the turn here with our straight draw? We could put in another bet ski. And I'd like to see it 4 blinds to go. Robinhood's not folding. Now, do we jam our set on the turn? I don't think so. I think we just go check, call. Right? 6 on the river. And now we just hope he blasts off. What a beautifully played hand by Robinhood. And I think Mama's going to pull the trigger. You know, a few straights get there, 7-4 and 4-2, but that's not likely. Look at the rainbow. How many freaking straights are there going to be? None. Robinhood will take it with the set. That's a nice pot going their way. Nice slow down on the river by Mama. No tilt with a couple of 9s. Under the gun, 12 big blinds. We'll rip it all in. Doobity-doo-doo-doo-doo. Couple of 7s for Mama in the big blind. I imagine it's just going to find the fold. No tilt has been rather tight. We should show some respect. And we do. Den man with a king and a jack. Would love to see a min open. That'd be fun. Get after it, den man. Oh yeah, I just want to see them pick up chips. They deserve it. Robinhood with an ace and a queen will say you're not going to get this pot, I don't think. We might just jam this all in. Do we fold ace queen? Nah, I doubt it. Ace 8-7 flop goes. Den man in a weird spot with the ace high board. Our range is going to be so damn tight. We are going to have some pocket pairs like kings through 10s that are really fucked right now. I suppose even 9s maybe. 9s might just rip it all in. Doobity-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. 3-3. Or that's just a 3 on the turn, sorry. Not 3-3. 10 blinds in the middle. Den man will slow down. This is a very unfortunate spot for den man. I like the aggression. Unfortunately didn't work out. 5 of spades on the river. Don't blast off. I imagine Robinhood is going to have a lot of pocket pairs here. That would make some sets. With that being said, Kay, he's playing off the 20-some big blind stack. He sees a den man open. How many pocket pairs is he playing? He's actually going to fold quite a few of those. So what does he even show up with here? Ace king will raise pre-flop. Ace queen comes along. Ace jack suited maybe? And then maybe like a king queen suited and queen jack suited? That could also maybe just hit the muck pre-flop or go for a 3-bet? How many times do we see a den man open and a Robinhood call? I don't think it happens that often. So I've got no idea what the ranges are. Other than den man should have a strong ass range. Doobity-doo-doo-doo-doo. Anyways, we're moving along. Ace 8-7 flop. Robinhood with top pair. Nothing doing for Malika. Till the turn they make a pair of 4s. Look at the board. It's got 4 hearts. This is super exciting. Nobody's got a heart in their hand. 5-6 made a straight. Boppity boo, boppity bee. 3 on the river. That's 2 pairs for Robinhood. This might just go check, check. We'll see if Robinhood puts in a small betski. Like, what size would he go? Like 1.4? Is it even worth it? A pair of 4s isn't going to call you. Nice little check back on the river by Robinhood. Could have went for a bet on the flop, but that would have just scooped the pot right there and then. Would have faced some aggression potentially against single hard hands that he didn't want to see. So he kept the pot small by checking it on back. As Mama rips in the 8s. A suited ace for den man will hit the muck in the big blind. What do we got going on here? Malika with an ace and a 3 of the same suit. Looks like the most playable hand. And we still haven't lost a body. That's kind of cool. Everybody's pretty short. Den man off the short stack is playing aggressive. Bakes, unfortunately, hasn't had too many holdings. Had a small pocket pair versus den man. Excuse me, as Malika rips in the ace 3 suited. They'll get it on through. Then no tilt had a pair of 9s that they ripped and got on through. Dex, I think, played a hand at the very beginning. Obviously, it didn't go too well as they're still hanging out at 20 blinds. We see Robinhood go for the open with the king and the queen. They've done a good job of chipping up. They made a set and they let Mama blast off a little bit. Ace and a king will surely put an all in. Bakes with a couple of jacks. I think we're going to be flipping here. They will call. Oh, ace on the flop. We're going to lose bakes. See a king dead by... at least one king was dead. Robin Hood had folded. So bakes getting it in there quite well. Unfortunately lost. Ace 10 for Malika. It is suited. They'll go for the open. Dex with an ace and an 8 in the small blind will just find the fold. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Queen 9 suited for Malika would like to see an open. Den man won't get the chance with the 8-9 suited. They'll just have to fold, of course. I don't even think if Malika folded, they're going to play the 8-9 suited. They have 7 big blinds. Ace 5 for Robin-O will call from the big. King Queen 8 flop goes check. Do we check back the middle pair? The board's so wet we could put in a Betsky here. But we don't want to get check raised off our hand, so we're just going to go for the check here. 8 on the turn. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Not the best card for Malika. There's still plenty of draws out there. King on the river. Looks like Malika's just trying to keep the pot small with a pair of queens. Now the question is, do we call a bet on the river? I'd love to see it. Robin Hood with the ace high is showdown value, so no reason to put in the bluff. Malika will just show down the queen high and say, I've got a pair, or not the queen high, sorry, the pair of queens. We got a big flip ski here. No tilt with a couple of queens. We'll go for the min open off the 10 big blind stack. Robin Hood with an ace and a king. We'll dunk it all in. We'll flip it on up for no tilts life. We'll see what the hell happens. Not too much to be said about this hand. Clean flop for the queens. And the queens hold on up 22 blinds. Sliding no tilts way. Fight back with a 6-3 suited with the big stack is just gonna fold. King Jack for Adrian. They're just gonna rip it all in for 20 blinds and they'll get it on through. Man, seeing a jam for 20 blinds on the final table just makes me want to play some cards. Dibbity-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ace and a 9 for Mama. They'll go for the min open and get it on through pre-flop. Ace 6 for Dex. It's not suited. They're not going to play it. Queen Jack for Malika. We'll go for the jam. Den man with a 9-6 suited in the big blind. They're the shortest stack by quite a bit, and this hand's got some equity. They might find the call here. They are going to stick it in with 36%. Jack on the flop, that's bad news, but a club on the turn, that's great news. Club on the river. Den man gets the full double. Boppity boo, boppity bee, making the flush. You'll love to see it. 5-3 for Den man, don't do nothing, just folds. Fight back, gets a walk. King and a 2 of the same suit for Malika will just let it go in the cutoff. Den man with the king 10 off. We'll go for the min open. Fight back thinks about it with Jack 4 suited for a second, but they will land on the fold option. Ace Queen for no tilt. Poor Adrian in the big blind with a couple of 3s. I imagine a raise is coming in. And a call from the big blind. Fight back with Jack 8 suited could always do something crazy. Against no tilt, again, who has been playing rather tight, we can just show them some respect. Find the fold with the marginal hand. 9-8-5 flop. Whoa, poor Adrian leads out for 1 big blind. And no tilt just folds the ace queen. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Jack 10 suited for Malika will go for the open. Robin Hood in the big blind with an ace and a 3. I don't know if we call here. Doesn't flop well. We do see that he's ahead slightly. They're just gonna find the fold on the flop, or pre-flop, sorry. Ace 3 for fight back off the 36 big blind stack will just fold. Robin Hood with a 9 and a 2 of the same suit. Off the 11 big blind stack will just fold from the small blind. King 5 suited for Dex. I don't think they're going to go for the open, but I think it would get some respect. No tilt in the big blind with ace 10 suited. Certainly would love to see an open. They get a walk instead. 9 and a 5 for poor Adrian. Boppity boo, ba boppity bee, dee 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 doo, doo doo bitty dee. Mama, we'll go for the open with the queen and the 3 and get it on through pre. Ace 6 suited for Dex, a couple of jacks for fight back. Ace, or Dex lets the ace 6 go, of course. It was just the first hand that I saw Robin Hood with an ace and a king. Surely we'll stick it all in. Malika with a couple of 7s will have an easy fold. We see quite a few of Robin Ho's outs being folded. Couple of aces, that's not good for Robin Ho. Fight back will happily call. King on the flop, that's all good news. Any jacks? Nope. Just a full double for Robin Ho. Ace and a queen for fight back in the big blind. Doesn't look like there's going to be any action. Queen 9 for poor Adrian. A playable hand from early position, not so much. King 4 suited for Mama. We'll go for the open here. That's good news. We get to see a little bit of a pot brew. Fight back could 3-bet and just take the pot down. Mama has been opening quite wide, and we see King 4 suited, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a non-all-in 3-bet. Fight back goes for the all-in 3-bet and takes the pot down. King 9 suited for dead man. We could rip it all in. We could just go for the min raise once again. We go for the all-in this time, making the ace fold from the small blind. And dead man takes down those blinds. 8-8 for Mama. They'll go for the open. 4 deuce suited for poor in the big blind. We'll just find the fold. I see an ace and a king in the big blind. Dead man with a couple of 8s. 16 blinds. We could rip it all in. They go for the min raise. Robin Ho will do the jamming, and then dead man's going to be in a weird spot. I don't think this is a spot where Robin Ho wants to call and see a flop. Out of position, we're just going to rip it all in. And then dead man's in a weird spot. We see he's got 55%, so it's pretty well a flip, of course. Doopity-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Den man will land on the call option. Queen 2 flop. King on the turn. Bad news for Den man. They're gone. So Alonzo. That's real bad to see. I'm not too happy about that. But what can we do? I love the game by Den man. Staying super aggressive out their short stack. Playing for first place. Didn't get the job done here today. Dex will raise the ace king and take it down pre. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Ace and the king for no tilt in the big blind. Poor Adrian with the king queen will go for the open from the cutoff. No tilt will happily rip it all in. And poor Adrian says, I don't know what to do here. I'm going to land on the fold option. You know, it's actually Brendan who says, I don't know what to do here. Poor Adrian says, I know what to do here. I'm going to fold quite happily. 8-10 suited for Robin Ho. We'll go for the open. Malika in the big blind with ace 6 offsuit. Would love to see a jam here. Just buy the pot pre. Do we ever go for a non-all-in 3-bet? There it is. 5.5 blinds to go. Robin Ho's getting a fair price, but this range is supposed to be super strong. It is Malika doing the raising. Malika will get some respect here. And then they wake up with a couple of 10s. Poor Adrian with an ace and a jack. Poro will open it on up. Malika can dunk it all in. And then the ace and the jack is going to reluctantly fold, I think. There's a lot of flipping going on here. But then you're dominated by the ace king, ace queen. You aren't even suited. So poor Adrian folds. Ooh, speaking of suited, ace king suited for poor Adrian will raise under the gun. Goes for the big sizing this time. Dex in the big with a king and a jack will call. Queen 6-2 flop. No hearts for Dex, but he's got 3 in a row. Sees a very small bet, 1.3 blinds, and quickly folds. Ooh, a couple of 9s for Dex. Facing any action, they'll rip it all in. It does fold around to them. Do we ever go for the limp here? Oh, I'd love to see a limp. Let Pora try to put some pressure on us. Dex will just rip it all in and buy the pot. 9s might just be a little bit too vulnerable to take that sort of action. Robin O gets a walk with an 8 and a 3. That's good news for the big stack. Fight back with a 6 and a 2, of course, is going to fold. Adrian with an ace and a jack of the same suit will raise and take it down pre-flop. Boppity bop. Doobity doo 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 doo. Ace and a jack for fight back. They'll go for the open. Queen jack in the big blind for no tilt. That's their name. No tillet. So it's not no tilt, it's no tillet. My eyeballs just don't work sometimes. No tilt is their name to me. The raise gets through pre. Anyways, decks with a queen and a jack. Does stick in most of their stack. 7.5 blinds with 5 behind. Robin Ho with an ace and a king. Ace jack suited for Malika in the big blind. Mama with a couple of 6s will happily let this one go. King high board, that's all good news for Robin Ho. No help for decks. They're Gonzo Alonzo. Boo betty boo, mama with the king and the 8. We'll raise it on up and take it down pre. Ace and a 9 for Malika. We'll raise and take it down pre-flop. Ace and a 10 in the big blind for Robin Ho. Fight back with the ace and the queen. We'll see a raise and we could see a jam. Robin Ho could also just take this one post-flop. Very playable ace 10 suited. Very nicely done by Robin Ho. I gotta say, I like what I've seen from them so far. Don't think there's been a mistake. 7-6-3 flop goes check check 2 on the turn. Whoa, can you imagine if he bluffs ace queen off the pot here? Not this time. Fight back, sees 5 blinds in the middle. We'll give Robin Ho a free river, 8 of hearts. Again, would love to see a bluff by Robin Ho. I just don't think it's going to happen with ace 10 suited. Ace 10 no diamond. I think we just check and look to scoop the pot against king highs and whatnot. Obviously we lose to better ace highs, but there's still a few ace highs that we beat. In the end, very small pot, and I like the way Robin Ho went about it. Had they raised pre, they would have been in a lot of trouble. King queen for poor Adrian will raise and take it down pre-flop. 6-8 suited for Adrian. We'll see if they go for the open. Excuse me. They do not. Robin Ho gets the chance with the ace and the 2. They'll raise it on up. Malika in the big blind with a queen and a 9. Boppity boo, boppity bee. We'll just fold. Ace and a 3 for Mama. It's not suited. Robin Ho with the big stack and a 7 and a 9. They say this is more playable. This is my pot right here. Queen 4 for fight back in the big blind. We're suited. We could come along to the flop. We are in a weird spot being in third place position. We might just look to fold and preserve our stack. Mama with a couple of 6s will open it on up. Malika with a couple of aces. We could slow play. We could also raise and try to get it in pre-flop. Malika, a very aggressive player, is going to go for the very small raise here. 4.4 blinds. Mama's not going to be liking this. Oh, they just quickly fold like it's no big deal. Very nicely done. King queen for Adrian in the small blind. They'll limp it on in. Robin Ho with the jack and an 8. Raise it on up. Come on. Oh no, we're just going to the flop. 5-4-3 goes check. Check? What do we do with our jack? 8 with the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Robin Ho does just go for the little check ski. 5 on the turn. Doopity doo doopity dee. Goes check check 4 on the river. Adrian will scoop this pot providing they don't fold. They're even going to put in a big blind bet. And Robin Ho lays down the jack high. I see a king and a queen for Robin Ho. No tilt with a couple of 8s. Likely to jam it all in. And what do we do with our king and our queen? We might just fold, and Robin Ho says, yeah, we just fold. Doopity doo. 8-7 for Robin Ho on the button. We'll open it on up. Oh, we're just going to fold on the button with 8-7? Mama with a queen and a 10 will rip it all in and take it on down. Like, had Robin Ho opened, I believe they're taking it down pre-flop. I don't think Mama can play from the small blind there with queen 10 offsuit. Malika will raise up the ace 10 suited, flop top pair. Backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draws for Malika. Probably not going to continue, even getting a great price. 10-9 suited for Adrian. We'll see if they go for the open under the gun. They do. Ace queen suited for Robin Ho. Boppity boo. They're going to play call. Queen 7-3 flop. Very interesting board. Both players hit it quite well. Adrian with the flush draw, backdoor straight draws. Robin Ho with top pair, top kicker with the backdoor nut flush draw. Puts in a 1.8 big blind bet, keeping the pot small. Still putting a little bit of juice in there though. Getting called by the flush draw. 7 of diamonds on the turn. What do we do here now? Do we juice this bad boy up? Buy the pot on the turn? Put a pair of queens in a weird spot? We're going to check it on back. Give Adrian a free river card. 8 of diamonds. Adrian might turn their hand into a bluff here. Well, I mean, what do you mean turn their hand into a bluff? They have a bluff. 10 high. Then what size do we go? I would love to see an all-in. They go for a 3.5 big blind bet. You know what? That's shit you only see at the micro stakes. I shouldn't even vocalize it. Robin Ho with the ace and the queen. Thinking, do I raise? Do I just call? They're going to go for the raise option. Make it 10 blinds to go. And Adrian will find the fold. Again, nicely played hand by Robin Ho. Getting a few extra big blinds on the river there. By giving Adrian a free card. Ace deuce for Malika will raise and flop a straight draw to the 5. Adrian with backdoor straight draws. Boppity boo, boppity bee will check fold. Robin Ho gets a walk with a jack and a 3. Queen for no tilt. Looks like a min raise. That's where they go. They'll get this one through pre-flop. Doopity doo. Blinds go up. That's bad news for no tilt. But they do get an ace and a queen in the big blind. Oh, that's bad timing. Ace king suited for Adrian. 8-8 for Malika. We could just see a 3-bet all in. 3-bet non all in. No tilt has an easy fold and Malika also folds the 8s. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Had Adrian ripped, I think the 8s still fold. Ace queen still folds. Doopity doo 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 doo. Would have been interesting to see Adrian play call off the short stack. It's very unlikely, as both players flop a little piece here. King 9-6 board. Malika with a pair of 9s. Adrian with a pair of 6s in the backdoor nut flush draw. Boppity boo, boppity bee. So again, had Adrian called, which it just isn't going to happen. No tilt might rip it in with the ace and the queen. And then do 8s fold? What an interesting hand. Just ace king's never going to flat there. As we see Adrian make 2 pairs on the turn and take it down. We do have a big flip here. No tilt with an ace and a king. We'll stick it all in. Fight back with a couple of 9s. Likely to call. We do see a non-all-in raise from no tilt. I think fight back just rips it all in, playing out of position. Make your life easy. They'll rip it all in and get a call. Ace, king, or spade. At spade on the turn, that will do. No 9 on the river for fight back. A queen would have also got the job done. Fight back down to 5 blinds. Mama at 11. Malika off 14. Robin Ho again playing a very strong game on a very stacked final table. Done a great job picking up the chips. Running hot, certainly. But also playing great. 6-5-4 flop. I mean, there's just more than one spot where Robin Ho, they flop the set. Super lucky, right? You let your opponent bluff it off with a straight draw. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Just with the ace queen there, Robin Ho gave Pora a free river. Just a beautiful play. Gets a few extra big blinds out of Pora. As we see Malika stick it in with the queen and the jack. Bad timing. Ace queen for Mama in the big blind. Surely we get this in, right? Fight back is short, but ace queen is super strong. Oh no, we fold the ace queen. Oh, Mama's played a strong ass game up until that point. You know what? One mistake, everybody gets one. Aces for Malika will go for the open. No tilt in the big blind with a 6 and a 3. We're suited. Would love to see a flop here. Queen 9-5. It's a backdoor straight flush draw for no tilt. This will go bet check fold. Or check bet fold, sorry. Do. Oh, Malika gives him a free card. Says the board's not too wet. There's plenty of straight draws out there. 6-7, 8-7, 8-6. Jack 8. Jack 10. King Jack. King 10. So many straight draws out there. Boopity boo. Malika gives him a free card. No tilt picks up a pair on the turn. And they fold. Fight back will rip in the ace-7 off. Malika will call with the king high and flop. The top is the pairs. No ace for fight back, and just like that, Malika's up to 25 blinds. Pretty well tied for second place with Adrian. Sitting pretty. Queen 5 for Malika. They're going to limp it on in. Poor Adrian in the big blind with a queen and a 7. We'll check it on back. Ace, king, king flop. Boppity bop. Boppity bop. Are we recording? Can you imagine? It's happened to me before. Finished a whole video and it wasn't recording before. Oh, I was so tilted. Didn't know what to do with myself. Never watched the video again because I was so mad. Anyways, we're going to chop it up here with a couple of queen highs. Malika with an ace and a 10 will surely go for the open. Robin Ho in the big blind with an ace and an 8. Would like to see a 3 of that. Stick it in, Robin Ho. What size do we go? All in, and we're just going to buy the pot pre-flop. Ace 10 hits the muck. What a play by Robin Ho. King queen for Malika. Adrian with a couple of queens. Ace 10 for Robin Ho. Raise from Malika. Adrian 3 bets small. Robin Ho folds. Malika as well. So Adrian up to 31 blinds. Robin Ho with 45. A king queen suited on the button. Ace queen waiting in the big blind. We could see a jam. And then what do we do with ace queen? Are we just folding? I sure hope not. 4-4 will get it all in here for Mama. And now we might fold. Oh no. No, we are still going to click call. Good shit. Queen on the river, that will give no tilt to pot. Mama almost gets the double up there. Or triple up, sorry. But just like that, no tilt. 43 blinds, Robin Ho. With one little slip up. The king queen suited jam makes so much sense too. Is it even a slip up? You know what? I've got a question. Do we just go for the min raise? I don't think so. I think we just jam and hope he folds. Hope he doesn't wake up with a strong ass holding. You know, very interesting spot with the king queen suited. Was it a slip up or was it just unlucky? I don't know. Queen 6 for poor Adrian, making a pair of queens on the turn. That's pretty good news. No tilt, sees 5 blinds in the middle. They kind of want him. They thought about it. They said nah. Ace high might have some showdown value. 6 on the river, locking up the board for Adrian. No tilt without a diamond, no reason to bluff. What does tillet mean? I sure hope it's not their name. No tillet? That doesn't make sense. Tillet. What does that mean? Don't know. Anyways. Ace and a 10 for Malika in the small blind. Limp it on in or raise it all up. That didn't make sense. Malika will jam and get it on through. Ace and a 4 for no tilt will go for the raise. 8-9 suited for Adrian in the small blind. Will play call. King 6 for Robin-O in the big. Just finds the fold. 9-2-2 flop goes check. Bet fold, and we're moving along. Wait, why would he fold top pair? And why would no tilt bet? They do go for a little betski here, protect their hand, that's why. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw with the ace high. We're going to see Pora go for the check raise, and that will buy the pot. Do-ba-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. King and a 10 for Adrian, ace and a 10 for Robin-Ho. We'll see a raise. Big sizing 2.5x. Robin-Ho can jam it all in. And they'll get it on through. Do-ba-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ace and a 2 for Adrian. They'll raise it on up 2.5x once again. Malika in the big blind with a king and a 9. Playable holding. We aren't suited. We could 3-bet preflop. Just rip it all in. He's going for the 3-bet. Come on. Ooh, just folds. Alrighty, Roo. Of all the options, I wasn't expecting that one. Ace Jack for Robin-Ho. King 9 just hits the muck, eh? Really, of all the options. King 9 for poor Adrian. We are suited and booted. We're coming along to the 9-8-4 flop. Flop goes check. Robin-Ho thinking things through. We'll check it on back. Queen on the turn. Robin-Ho picks up a straight draw to the 10. And over a card. Or 2, I suppose. With the ace and jack. Jack of spades is an interesting card to have. They're going to just check it on down. Poor Adrian will scoop the 5 blinds in the middle and go for 4 extra on top of it. Now, if Robin-Ho raises the river, is there another sizing that we use other than all in? Do we make it 12? No, Robin-Ho finds the call here with the ace high and the jack blocker. So another little slip up by Robin-Ho. Nice little play by Pora. And Robin-Ho is down to 17 blinds. 7-4 suited for Adrian. We'll rip it all in and get it on through. Aces for Malika. King Queen for Adrian. See the min raise. Do-ba-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. King Queen feels like a play here in some manner. Pora says let's just rip it all in. No pairs. That's a very bad flop. 9-4-4 for your King Queen. Malika will get the full double and they're in first place. Pora Adrian with a jack and a 10. Robin-Ho this time with a couple of aces. Pora goes for the raise. Let's see a call here, Robin-Ho. Again, there's been 2 slip-ups. Other than that, it's been perfect play. They rip it all in for 16 blinds and get it on through. So pretty damn strong game by Robin-Ho. Poor Adrian is putting their foot on the gas. Malika's just not afraid at all. They're playing for first place. They want the title. No tilt as well. Calling it off with the ace queen is not easy to do facing Robin-Ho's jam earlier. They still find it and see the good news. Ace 5 for Adrian will rip it all in here. They're going to need a ace, sorry. Malika with the 7s will knock out Adrian. Boppity boo, that was a huge ass pot. 55 blinds for Malika. 6-10 suited for Robin-Ho. 9-5 of the same suit for no tilt. Flop or pre-flop is limp check. Holy shit, words just got difficult. Queen 7-6 flop goes check. Check 5 on the turn. Both players with a little pair. Small ass pot. 2.3 blinds in the middle. Super interesting shit. No tilt. Putting a little betski. No need to. Ace of clubs on the river. Robin-Ho thinking about a little value bet. They do find it for 1 big blind. The no tilt says, what do you have? Seriously? They're going to call with the pair of 5s and a nice play by Robin-Ho. Then they get a couple of jacks here. They'll go for the open Malika with 8-10 off. Very playable holding. 3-handed? Let's go to the flop dealer. 10-4-2 flop. Bad news for Malika. Great news for Robin-Ho, obviously. Top pair versus an over pair. Looks to be a full double for Robin-Ho. Malika could just call on the flop, I suppose. We don't have to check raise, but Malika's super aggressive. So I would guess they go for the check raise. Now the question is for Robin Hood, do we just call here? The board is so wet we could 3-bet all in. Do we ever 3-bet non-all in to like 9 blinds? Nope. 8 blinds? Nope. I think it's an all in or call. Robin says it's an all in. Let's just get this in on the flop. Bad turn card for what would have been a bad turn card had Robin Hood just called. They 3-bet all in. They get the full double with the overpair. Ace 4 for no tilt. They'll open it on up. Ace 7 for Robin Hood will call from the big blind. Queen 2-2 flop goes check. Check. No, 1 big blind bet. I don't know what to do with the ace 7. Feels like you can't fold. So you're going to call for 1. 9 on the turn. 7 blinds in the middle. Pretty important pot here. For either player to steal the blinds instead of chopping it up would be a big deal. 10 on the river. It's likely to go check check, but would love to see somebody buy it. Doesn't happen. Ace deuce for Robin. Don't jam. Ace king waiting in the big blind. We see a limp pot. Good shit by Robin. No tilt will raise it on up. And I suppose Robin could jam over the raise. Don't do it. Out of position. Ace deuce offsuit doesn't flop well. We are coming along to the flop. Queen 8-5. Can Robin find a way to steal this bad boy with the backdoor straight draw? I doubt it. No tilt goes for the 2.1 big blind bet and Robin will fold. No surprises there. King and a 4 for Robin. The big stack on the button will raise it on up. King 5 for Malika in the big. Would love to see a 3-bet. Do it. 3-bet. Yes, it's coming. There it is. 7.4 blinds. Malika teaching us a thing or two. And the raise gets through. King Jack for no tilt will raise. Robin in the big blind with a 6 and a 5. They'll call ace 6-2 flop goes check. Do we check back with the nut or the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw? We go for the 1.6 big blind bet. Robin can't fold on the flop here. They play call deuce on the turn. Do we lead out with the pair of 6s? We really hope the turn goes check check. So many draws out there. Hearts, diamonds, and there's some low cards that Robin is more likely to have. We see the king of hearts on the river. No tilt makes a nice pair. We could still try to get called by a 6. It's very unlikely. Yeah. So no tilt just checks it back. With the flush completing on the river, with there still being that ace on the flop, we'll just check it on back and look to scoop it. Limp pot, queen 8-8 flop goes check. Bet. 1 big blind to go, and Robin will quickly fold. Queen for Robin. This will be a raise and likely a take it down pre-flop. Although Malika could play the 6-9, they do come along to the king 8 deuce flop goes check bet fold, and we're moving along. Boppity boo, boppity bee, boppity bee. Queen this time for no tilt. We'll raise and take it down pre. King 5 for Malika will raise. No tilt in the big blind with a queen jack. Very playable holding. 9-6-4 flop goes check. Do we check? I got no idea what to do with the king 5 here. No heart on the board. We got the backdoor straight draws going on. 5 is an interesting card. We could put in a Betsky here. Half pot. No tilt. Might just find the fold with the queen high on the flop. We got 2 overcards and backdoor straight draws. We could come along to the turn. 9 of spades. Poppity boo, no tilt could go for the lead here. Would love to see it. Put the pressure on ace highs and king highs. Go for the lead, 2.6 blinds, and Malika quickly folds. Nice play. Beautiful play. Beautiful poker. Jack 6 suited for Robin. No tilt with an ace and a 10. Do we 3-bet? If we face a 4-bet, we hate life. We are going to still stick in the 3-bet here. Jack 6 suited, not the most playable holding. Robin Ho will just find the fold. Queen 9 for no tilt will raise and take it down pre-flop. Doopity doo 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 doo. Ace and a 9 for Malika will raise and take it down pre-flop. King 2 for no tilt. We'll limp it on in. Queen 3 for Malika. King 10 3 flop goes bet. Call. Queen on the turn. Good news for Malika. No tilt with the toppest of pairs. Ace Jack makes a straight. Jack 9 makes a straight. No tilt. Checks it on over. Malika with 2 pairs. We'll go for the big bet ski here. About 3 blinds into just over 4. Doobity doo 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 doo. No tilt. We'll play call 5 on the river. Can we ever fold our pair of kings on a 5 of diamonds river? Hearts miss. What else misses? You gotta imagine like some sort of Jack 8. Would an ace... Ooh, does ace 5 ever turn itself into some sort of bluff here? Blocking some 2 pairs on the river? Blocking some straights? Jack 5? It was a limp pot, you know, so you can get really creative there. And it was Malika. So no tilt finds the call with the top pair and sees the bad news. Top pair this time for Malika. Straight draw to the queen for Robin Ho. Sees a very small bet. Will surely come along to the turn. Jack of hearts. Not quite what Adrian's looking for. No, that's not Adrian. That's Robin Ho, sorry. Adrian's gone already. 10 on the river, that will do. Oh, and we're going to be pretty well tied up 3 ways. This is kind of cool. Robin Ho will be up to about, what, 40 blinds? Malika at 33, no tilt at 31. Very cool. Pretty well anybody's game. You got no idea who's going to take this one down. Robin Ho will go for a bet ski. Oh, and he's even going to get a little value on the river. Malika sees the bad news. So they're down to 23 blinds as blinds go up. No tilt gets a walk. You know what? That was an important pot there that Malika lost. But with that being said, they still got some playing chips. They got a pair of 4s here. Backdoor diamond draw, backdoor straight draw. You see a small bet on the flop from Robin Ho's top pair. We gotta come along to the turn. Don't check raise. It's not gonna work. Check raise comes on in. 4.6 blinds to go. Robin Ho licking their lips. How do we play this top pair? We 3-bet, we buy the pot. Jack of diamonds on the turn. Super interesting card. I mean, it would have been more interesting if it was a 2 of diamonds or a 5 of diamonds. But Malika still could just blast off here. 14 bigs in the middle, they'll check it on over. So many draws out there. I imagine Robin Ho puts in a bet here. Do we just... Oh, we're going to go to the river for free. Brendan is just lost in this hand. So 1-liner to a queen. The clubs miss. Diamonds miss. Robin Ho with that top as the pairs will check and scoop the 14 blinds in the middle. King Queen for Robin Ho. Malika with a 4 and a 7. They'll limp it on in. Robin Ho can raise it on up. Very small raise. Malika's gonna call. Jack 10 8 flop. So 9 gives both players a straight. Malika looking for a 7 or a 4. Gets a free turn card, 6 of diamonds. Doesn't... Oh, I guess another straight draw to the 5 now. Malika could turn their hand into a bluff ski. They go for the check. Doopity-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Robin Ho checks once again, 8 on the river. Would like to see Malika buy this pot here. I don't know if it happens, but we got 7 high. Surely we put in a bet. 3.5 blinds to go. What do we do with king high now? We just fold, and look at that. Malik is back in the game. 20 bigs. Nice play. They're going to fold the ducks from the button. King 10 for Robin Ho. King queen for no tilt. I don't think it gets in pre-flop, but it very well could. No tilt facing the 3x open. I think we call. We do. 9-6-5 flop goes. I don't know. We're in some weird territories here. Robin Ho with the king high has some showdown value. Backdoor straight draws. No tilt with a couple of over cards as well. Backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Checks, we see the 4 of diamonds on the turn. So the board's pretty boring considering we both got king high. Robin Ho just looking for a 10 now. No tilt, looking just to not fold. Excuse me. Jack and a 2 for Robin Ho will just fold. No tilt with an 8 and a 7. We'll limp it on in. 6-3 for Malika, checks it on back. 9-6-2 flop goes check. Bet. Oh, check, check. Ace on the turn. So no tilt is still open-ended, looking for a 5 or a 10. Malik has the pair of 6s, which is best, and the spade draw. We see the 9 of hearts on the river. No tilt will show down the pair, or the no pair. Malik will bet small, and the bet gets through. I guess it was about half pot. The pot was small, so the bet is small. King 8 for no tilt will raise it on up. Robin Ho with a 9 and a 5 of the same suit in the big blind will call. 9-5-3 flop. Good news for Robin Ho. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw for no tilt. Goes for about a half pot size bet here. A little bit more. Love to see a call by Robin Ho, and they do find it. 8 of hearts on the turn. That gives no tilt some showdown value. They could slow down. 10 blinds in the middle. They will. Ace on the river. Do. Robin Ho checks once again, and the pair of 8s check. 10 blinds slide Robin Ho's way. Excuse me. Ace and a 10 for Robin Ho. Nope, that's a queen. Ace and a 10. What the hell's wrong with me? Queen 4 for no tilt has an easy fold. Ooh, look at this. Lots of broadways and an ace high for no tilt. King queen will just rip it all in and take it down pre. That was exciting. Queen 10 for no tilt. We'll raise it on up and likely take it down pre-flop. Robin Ho with queen 2 thought about it for a minute, but they will fold. Ace and a king for Robin Ho. Plays 3x raise and the raise gets through. 8-6 for Robin Ho. We'll just fold. Ace 4 for no tilt. We'll stick it all in and get it on through. Boppity boo, boppity boo. No tilt, we'll raise it on up. Robin Ho in the big blind with a jack and a 7. We'll call. 10-3-2 flop goes check, bet. Robin Ho with the backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. We could stick in a check raise, or we're just going to check fold. Check call, facing the small bet doesn't make much sense. So Robin Ho lands on the fold option. No tilt gets a walk. Couple of 10s for Robin Ho. We'll raise Malika with an ace in the big blind. We could call, we could jam. All in is the play. Quick call by Robin Ho's 10s. Any ace or 8 will do. Malika says, no, I'm Gonzo Alonzo. Boppity boo, boppity bee. No tilt throws out the good lucks. Robin Ho throws out the good lucks. Friendly final 2. That's cool to see. 4-4-2 flop. A flush draw for Robin Ho. No tilt with the backdoor flush draw. We do see a 3 of clubs on the turn. Put the ace of clubs on the river. It's asking for a little bit too much. We get the 3 of spades. Double paired board. Flush completes on the turn. Straights get there as well. 5, 6, ace 5. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Robin-O puts in an overbet, 3.5 blinds into 2.2. No tilt with the king high. We'll just let it go. 7-4 for Robin-O. King queen 3 flop. Goes check. Check 4 on the turn. Good news for Robin. Turn goes check. Check 3 on the river. Robin-O could bet a big blind here. Try to get called by ace high. Maybe even jack high. No tilt thinks about it for a minute with the jack high, but then they land on the fold. King deuce versus a couple of tens. We'll see a limp, a raise, and a fold, I suppose. What do we do with king 2 facing the raise here? Just snap fold, nicely done. Blinds go up, bad news for no tilt, but they do get a walk with the queen in the 8. I suppose they'll take it. 9-3 versus 9-3, no tilt, will walk it on out. 9-2 for Robin-O. We're suited and booted, we can go to the flop here. Let's play call, 6-10 for no tilt. Jack 10-7 flop, pair for no tilt. Straight draw for Robin-O. Robin-O looking for an 8. Or to buy the pot. It's not going to work on the flop. 10 spades on the turn. Robin-O picks up another straight draw to the queen. We could just fire away here. The pair 10s is going to be put in a weird spot. Do it, Robin-O. 4.5 blinds, a slight overbet. No tilt goes deep in the tank here. They're going to land on the fold option. Nice play by Robin-O. 3-2 for no tilt. Robin-O with a jack and a 6, a limp pot. Gotta say, Robin-O's played the best so far, I think. No tilt displays a strong game. They played patiently. They played tight as right. Off the short stack, they did a great job of laddering, and then they found their spots. Boppity boo, boppity bee. There's that one big ace-queen call off. That was a huge pot for them. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Robin-O's done a great job of fighting on back. A jack 6 going for the check raise on the 8-5-2 flop. No tilt calls with the pair of 2s, ace on the turn. So it's no help for Robin-O. Probably going to slow down. 4 or 8 blinds in the middle. That's not a 4. What the hell's wrong with me? No tilt, puts in a small bet ski with the straight draw and the pair, and the bet gets through. 2-3 for Robin-O, 9-9 for no tilt. They'll limp it on in. No tilt raises it on up to 3 blinds, and the raise gets through. Ace 5 for no tilt. Robin-O with an 8 and a 10. We can call the big blind and go to the flop. 7-5-3 goes check. Bet. No, it goes check, check. King on the turn. So no help for Robin-O. Looking for a 10 or an 8. Boppity boo, boppity bee. We see the 2.7 big blind bet into the 4.2 big blind pot, and the bet gets through. Robin-O with a queen and a 2 will raise it on up. No tilt in the big blind with a 10 and a 9. Both players with a pair here. This is an interesting one. No tilt with the backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Queen 9-3 goes check, bet, call. Do we raise? I don't think so. We just got so much equity. We don't need to build the pot. We're playing out of position. You have such an easy check call. 8 of clubs on the turn. Got a straight flush draw. That's kind of cool. 10 on the river. That will do for no tilt. Robin-O not running the best here at the end. That's fine. 7 blinds will slide to their opponent's way. 10-8 suited versus Jack 6. Jack 6 will raise. Robin-O will defend in some manner. They play call. Ace, ace, king flop goes check. Min bet. And a quick fold from Robinho. Jack 5 suited versus 10-3. We'll see a raise and a fold, and we're moving along. Boppity boo, boppity bee. King queen for Robinho. No tilt with a 10 and an 8. 10-8 raises. Robinho will defend. Ace king 3 flop goes check. Min bet. Robinho ain't folding. No siree. King queen calls, makes 2 pair on the turn. No tilt with the straight draw to the jack. Blocking jack 10. We could just go bombs away here. Let's see it. 4.5 blinds. Robinho's not folding. I don't think we raise either. I think we just let our opponent blast off. 6 of clubs on the river, so the flush draw misses. No tilt. We'll give up the bluff ski and 15 blinds slide Robinho's way. 10-5 gets a walk. Boppity boo. 8-8 will raise and take it down pre. Boppity boo. 8-9 for Robinho will raise. No tilt will defend the big blind with a jack and a 10. Ace-7 4 flop goes check. I'd like to see a bet here from Robinho with a 3 in a row. They do put in a 1.2 big blind bet, and the bet gets through. Ace-3 versus 6-5. 6-5 will raise. Ace-3 can 3 bet or call. Don't think a 3 bet is necessary. What size would we go? Just to jam all in and we take it down pre-flop. Queen 9 suited for Robinho. 20 blinds deep. We'll limp it on in. No tilt with a 10 and a 9 of the same suit. Raises it up to 3 blinds. Bad timing. Could still buy the pot and it's getting juice, so this could be a big one for no tilt. King 5 4 flop. Both players with backdoor flush draws, backdoor straight draws. Do. No tilt bets 1.5 blinds. Does this get the job done? It's too small, I think. Robinho calls 2 of hearts on the turn. This is just bad news for no tilt. They'll check. We're gonna need to see a 10 or no tilt's gonna be in a pickle. And don't make it be a heart. Robinho puts in a small bet ski and no tilt will quickly fold. 8-4 for no tilt. We'll raise it on up. Robinho with a king and a 9 in the big blind. We'll call ace king 8 flop. Bad news for no tilt unless he makes the 2 pairs or the backdoor flush draw. He's gonna bet a big blind and Robinho's not gonna fold. Three on the turn. That's no help for no tilt. They'll probably slow down. Got plenty of showdown value. They could still try to get called by queen jack and jack 10. We see a free 7 of spades on the river. Robinho, looking at the 6.2 blinds in the middle, says those are mine. I'm going to bet a little bit more too here. You're going to call with your pair of 8s and we'll scoop the 10 big blind pot. 9-10 for Robinho. 10 blinds deep. We'll rip it all in and take it down pre. 8-3 suited for no tilt. We'll limp it on in. Robinho with a queen and a 6. Jam it all in. Nope, not this time. Ace, queen, 9 flop. All Robinho's way. No tilt puts in a big blind bet, but Robinho's got the flush drawn pair. Not gonna fold. Ace on the turn. That pretty well locks up. That does lock up the board for Robinho. 3 on the river. No tilt has no reason to bluff now. They still beat some king highs. They beat jack 10. Oof. If Robinho bets, are we calling with our pair of 3s? We still beat jack 10. We beat king jack. We beat other king highs. Is this the tournament? No tilt finds the fold. Nicely done. Ace and 8 can get a double up here. Well, we are going to call any ace or 8 just to lock up the board. Nope, we don't need it. Robinho with the queen 9 does not get there. 8 would not have locked up the board. What the fuck is wrong with me? Jack 9 6 flop goes check. Do we check the queen 5? I don't know. No tilt says let's bet a big blind. Robin-O can't fold a pair of 9s. No way. Queen on the turn. Good news for no tilt. Getting some run good in their favor. At least 4 blinds will slide their way, providing there's no 9 or 4 on the river. They're looking for 3.4 more on top of it. 8-7 still bluffing. Any 10x is a good straight draw. No tilt gets the bet through. Queen 2 versus 9-2. Blinds go up. Robin-O limps in. No tilt checks it back. Ace 7-4 flop goes check. Do we bet here with the Queen 2? We could. We'd get the fold. We bet a big blind and get the fold. Ace 10 versus King 3. I don't think this gets in pre. No tilt goes for the limp. Robin-O will go for the raise. We could go for a non-all-in raise, make it like 3 blinds. Robin-O says, nope, just jam it all in and take it down pre-flop. Queen, Queen versus Jack into 3. We'll see Robin-O limp it on in. No tilt, we'll check it on back. Jams it all in. Oh no, he's gonna need some jacks or 3. A king? King. 9? Oh my lord, quads for Robin-O. What the hell is the end of the tournament here? Jack 3 for how many blinds? Of all the hands in the world. This was unexpected. Man, no tilt, such a strong player too. I just don't know what to say about it. Heads up poker is just some funny shit. Jack 3 offsuit rips it all in for 10 blinds. I thought the comeback was coming in. Robin-O wakes up with a couple of queens, plays them beautifully. Boppity boo, boppity bee. That's the end of the show. So if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this shit out. Hopefully we'll see you in another one. Till then, adios amigos.